All right, Roller Donkey Watch. What's up, man? Hey, guys. Hey, Eric. So we're downtown Madison, North Carolina. This is like the main intersection here. The north-south running road, which is this road, is Market Street. The east-west running road is Murphy Street. And I'm gonna take you guys on a little tour downtown and point out the uh, the 9 new businesses that have banned me from going onto or into their property. And again, most of these I have not been to before. So one of them actually is on this street, Market Street. It's on the corner. It actually takes up about half the block. It's the funeral home. It's Ray's Funeral Home on Market Street in Madison. So I went in there, I don't know, a few weeks ago. The next road up, that's east-west running, is called Decatur, and I was walking along the sidewalk in front of their building and got clotheslined by some trees. So I stopped in there. Yeah, pre-banned, exactly, Donkey. Stopped in there and let them know, like, hey, you've got some low-hanging trees that are blocking the sidewalk out front. Please trim those up, and we can share that video if you guys want. It was pleasant. Like, the guys said, oh yeah, thanks for bringing that to our attention. We'll fix it, and they did. And actually, I went back and checked, and those trees are now trimmed up, and you can walk on that sidewalk without getting clotheslined. But it turns out they joined on the bandwagon. Dad jokes, the bandwagon. And so they banned me from their property. So I guess I can't die in this town because they won't let me. They won't allow my corpse to be there. Anyway, one place that I have not visited is this store right here. Hi. Is this store right here? It's a tobacco store on the corner of Market and Murphy Street in Madison. They uh, are on the list of places that don't want me to frequent their establishment and don't want my business. So my business is part of is I share my business with you guys, like when it affects other people with equal access and rights and disability stuff. So we did find out through talking with some people through the phones and in person that some of them have said they're afraid they won't be able to adequately service me and my needs because of my disability, and so they pre-banned me from going into their place that I haven't even been to. And that was the reasoning, was that they're afraid they would not be able to. They would. So this one is the tobacco store on the corner of Market and Murphy. Somebody asked the name of that one. Uh, the next one up here. Hi.
Let's skip this one for just a second. She has a disabled daughter.
Okay.
Me?
Okay. So this one right here.
Yeah, I'm the right.
All right. Did you already go in there?
Yeah. Have I?
Huh?
I'll be back.
All right. What's this one? This one's Willa Ashe. All right. So this one is Willa Ashe. They also are on the ban list. They joined the bandwagon. It's on Murphy Street, East Murphy Street in Madison. Evidently, yeah, yeah. They wanted advertisement. evidently wanted some advertisement. So I don't even know what this place has to offer, and I guess that's okay because they won't be getting my business. But if you do want to support them or not support them, this is where they are. Um, on Murphy Street, East Murphy Street in Madison, North Carolina. Willa Ashe. They banned a blind guy from using their store, even though I've never attempted to use their store or give them any business. Um, Simply because we don't know. We don't know why. We don't know the reasoning. We do know there is a conspiracy of people or groups that's doing stuff. Okay.
No, I'm gonna walk up and talk to the G tobacco one.
Mhm.
See if there's a Tyler there. And ask them why.
Okay. But the other one, is it like they suspected, like they're like afraid?
Oh, I don't know. It's hard because it's the South, and someone can be nice in my face, and
Mhm.
I don't, but they're afraid. They're afraid of drama.
They're afraid of the consequences of
Of
the local town, like the township power people.
no, they're afraid of what when if you come in their store and something is not basically not up to code or something that they would
Yeah.
dramatic or something. I don't know. She doesn't like what you do online, but I couldn't get much out of her. Like I just wouldn't talk to me much.
Was it the owner or?
Yeah, she was pleasant, but she didn't. Hey, all right, how are you? Just looking at me. No.
Oh, hey. Yeah, I'm just trying to. Huh?
I'm gonna go ask the tobacco.
Oh, okay. Just trying to figure out these local businesses. Are you a business owner down here? Or?
No, I just work down here.
Oh, okay. What what business is this one?
I have insurance.
Oh, okay. You do like car insurance or?
Yes, sir. Car and homeowners.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, 102 years.
Yeah, there's a lot of insurance places in Madison.
Yeah, they want them about every corner.
There's the farm one,
Bureau's
Farm
across
Bureau,
the street
yeah,
there, yeah,
yeah.
and then Nationwide's on another.
On the other corner, Decatur, yeah. And then there's one I think as you're leaving town. Yeah, there seems like maybe it's because Greensboro's so close and it's easier, probably cheaper
Oh, I think
rent,
so.
business rent. Yeah.
You from here in Madison?
We're here now. We've been here since like kind of beginning of the year, and we try to we do a YouTube channel where we hold local governments accountable and make sure that they're not you know abusing or wasting fraud, waste, and abuse with the funds that they're taking from the people.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, anytime we get wind that stuff like that's going on, we go in and investigate. We ask questions, and that's happening here in Madison. We went to the town hall meeting last 2 Thursdays ago, and they wouldn't let me speak, and it was just so the town is not doing well as far as complying with federal law and disability rights and stuff like that. And just this week, we got word that 9 businesses downtown, your neighbor over here, and a couple of them went to, I guess, communicate with the police department to ban me from having access to their store.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I've never run in these stores, so they've never had an encounter with me at their store or anything, and
wow.
they instead are choosing to go through the police department to try to prevent me to have access to stores downtown. And so I don't know. Have you been approached, or if anybody here's been approached to do that? All right. We're just trying to figure out what what's the thinking behind it and what's the reasoning behind it, and it seems pretty discriminatory, at least from the information that we've gathered thus far. That they're afraid that they're not in compliance with the ADA, and they'll, instead of actually trying to meet the needs of people with disabilities, they're just banning people with disabilities. So yeah. So yeah, we're just trying to figure that out, and it's kind of sad, but it is what it is.
Well, good luck to you.
All right, thanks. You too. Have a good one. So yeah, Mrs. Justice. I skipped one that Mrs. Justice was in there talking with because she said to give him a minute, and what her read was, what Mrs. Justice read was before she even went in. She's like, man, my empathy is killing me. And what she means by that is, yeah, she recognizes the situation being messed up, right? That they instead of actually making their store accessible for people with disabilities, it's, oh, you have a disability, we're going to ban you in case you try to come to our store and you get injured and you sue us, like, which we've never done. To be clear, we've never done that, nor do we intend to do that. We simply, if we do happen to find things that are dangerous for people with disabilities, we let the people know so they can fix it. So that it's, yeah, definitely illegal, highly illegal. So, hey, how's it going? Not bad, it's hot. um, so anyway, what Mrs. Justice was saying is that her empathy, is kind of going crazy because these are local businesses. They've been hit anyway because of shutting down, you know, choosing to follow the decrees of the king. And so sorry, a comment was coming through. Took my thought process away. Yeah, they're definitely violations of the ADA, but we try to handle things at the lowest level. We try to address the problem before going up to the DOJ because a lot of stuff can be handled very simply with a conversation and an understanding, and that's what we try to do. That's our approach always. And if they're not willing to have a conversation or not wanting to try to handle that, then you know then we check out other options, including going up to the DOJ at the federal level, which we have done for a lot of cases, and they just take time. So Aberdeen, Washington is feeling that now. Um, but no, the empathy part that Mrs. Justice was talking about. So they're local businesses, right? They're already been hurting this year, and they have this, you know, power mob here, mobsters that use, we believe are using the police department as their own personal gang. Train going by. Um, so yeah, there's some kind of conspiracy. There's some kind of group that's trying to get business owners all to jump on board, all to jump on the bandwagon. So like I told you, there's three just on this sidewalk this far that we passed. Maybe a fourth. We don't know where the wine place. There's a place called Wine Nox that's on the list. We haven't really pinpointed that one yet. But it's a new business. It hasn't even opened yet, and they put me on the ban list. They banned me from their place, and they haven't even opened their business yet. So, but the empathy thing that Mrs. Justice was saying is that their livelihood has been severely affected this year, and if they don't play nicey nice with the people that are in power, with the mob, and kind of bend to their will, then they may have problems with their business license or permits or with all kinds of, there's all kinds of ways for them to influence the local populace and mess up their business. So, um, yeah. So we think that some of them probably just went along with it instead of standing on their principles or what they believe. Yeah, exactly. Trespass on a business that's not even open. It's not, and so technically, it's not a trespass. It's not even a trespass warning. It's some weird form that we'll get Mrs. Justice to upload. Um, yeah, we'll get her to try to show you guys what the form is exactly. But it's not a trespass warning. It does say that if I go on a property, then the cops I can be arrested for trespass. Like, so, it's very vague. I don't know how legit it is legally. It doesn't seem very legit. If they really wanted to do it legit, they can go through a judge and get that Instead, they're going through their local police department to do it. But up here at this intersection, it's a fun little Pokestop. There's actually two like Poke gyms and a Pokestop. So this is a common place for people to park and play Pokemon at this intersection. Because it's a landmark. You got this clock tower across the street. You got the railroad tracks. Just beyond the railroad tracks, there's the river, like river access. So I mean, this is a happening spot. We'll go across the street over here. So North Carolina, like many states, has these things they call white cane laws or like white cane statutes. You can probably check up your local state statutes, and basically it's in like the traffic code stuff. And for like North Carolina and many states, it's the same. But it says that if somebody with a white cane is looking like they're going to cross the street, or even if they're at an intersection, all traffic is supposed to stop and yield to the person with the white cane. So I don't know if you guys knew that, but that's very common. Not just specific to North Carolina. But that doesn't happen. People don't know it. They don't know it, nor do they really respect it. I mean, they don't really respect people with or without disabilities, just pedestrians. Seems like we get less. So there we go. We're at the pawn shop, and that's retaliation here at the pawn shop. Blasting music once I came up. So this is M&M Pawn Shop on East Murphy Street in Madison, North Carolina. You guys can hear it or you saw it live. As soon as I got close, they kicked on some crazy noise. Yeah, M&M Pawn Shop in Madison, North Carolina. Everybody, East Murphy Street. They banned, but you also have, I think, this across the street. I may be wrong. You guys tell me if this is the distillery across the street. If you see any signs for it. I'm not going. Okay. You guys see any signs across the street? Is this the distillery? So can you guys see if this is a distillery or not? Any signs? You can't read the sign? Oh, okay. Hey, Eric. I think this is the distillery across the street. Now that music stopped. Yeah, yeah, but I think that distillery is also on the ban list. The places that banned us. We'll go back over here by the pawn shop and find out if they're gonna try to blast this music at me again. Hey, how's it going? So this place here is the M&M Pawn Shop. There they go, doing it again. So that's somebody wants to address that noise disturbance here. That's the M&M Pawn Shop they're using. It's on Murphy Street in Madison, North Carolina. This one is also on the ban list. Salon. It's like what's this one called? See if you guys see the sign for it. Some kind of salon, but it's they've also are trying to ban me from their property. I think it's hey, how's it going? You know what this place is? Their salon. What's the name of it? Yeah. You guys know what this is called? So that that sound at the pawn shop is pretty crazy. Um, but this is right next to the pawn shop, and it's a salon. I forget the name of it. It's like Ashley something maybe. Ashley Hall. Ashley Hall? Is that it? Somebody look up Ashley Hall Salon. I think that's what it is. Here on the East Murphy Street. Yeah, 129. That sounds right. I have a list of them that Mr. Justice typed up for me in a text message, but I have to like switch apps to have it read to me. So this is, I think it's Ashley Hall, the name of the salon here, 129 East Murphy Street. Uh, yeah, they banned for the band, and they have the the noise pollution is from the um, pawn shop, and that's a new addition since the ban notice was issued. And it seems like they've only turned it on once I walked in front of their store. So I don't know what's going on with that. Uh, yeah, exactly. What's the ban for? I've never been in those stores, either the pawn shop or the salon. Just like I haven't been in any of the stores on the south side of the street up here. Man, you can that reverberation off of the walls and stuff is crazy. So loud down here. Um, all right, so this opening down here. There's an alley that runs back that way. That's actually public property alley. I think the public property is actually runs east-west, and then it turns and connects to the Decatur. So it's a little navigation tip. Whenever you hear this big gap open up, I know that's where that is. So then it means the next store up here is Southern Spirits, um, the bar, and they do have food here. And we've been here once, so this is one of the only places that I've been where they, I've been here before, and then they banned. But that, it was a few weeks ago. Me and Mr. Justice were out and came in to wet our whistles and ordered drinks, and they wanted to card us, make sure we're 21, and I didn't have a card, any form of ID on me, so changed my order to water, but we still ordered some food and left them a tip, and Yeah, exactly. No, you just nailed it. Whoever that was, they're afraid of being sued, but they just opened themselves up to being sued. Yep. Melissa, yeah, you nailed it. Yeah, you can hear the music from the pawn shop still. Like, oh, now they cut it off. Let's find out if I'll turn it back on when I go over there. So this Southern Spirits band. Oh, there you go. They're probably watching the stream. You guys still here? I think I may have lost you. Yeah, no, we didn't. We left Aberdeen because a few different reasons. One was a surgery we're trying to get for our son, and we had to go somewhere else to get it. And yeah, people don't understand. We haven't asked. That was the primary reason was that, and then we wanted to. We're pretty nomadic. We move every couple of years anyway. We just like to travel and meet different people, different places, different cultures, and so yeah. So Southern Spirits, we had a pleasant time when we were here. No issues. Nobody said anything to us. We didn't have any confrontation with anybody. We ordered our stuff. We paid for our stuff, left the tip, and we went on our way. Um, and then a few weeks later, we get this ban notice. So, or I get this ban notice rather. All right. I think the crazy noise has stopped over there at the pawn shop. Again, I don't know the wine store. It's called Wine Nox. I don't know their address, but to recap, if you keep going down this to West Murphy. That's where the Beauty and the Beast is up a couple of intersections, and then it's on the right, on the north side. So right now we're facing west. That's the Beauty and the Beast. And then if you go up just to this first intersection here, it's Market, turn right. That's the Ray Funeral Home. It's right across the street from Town Hall. Band. Then up here across the street, we have on the corner Market and Murphy, the tobacco place. A few stores down, there's Willa and Ashe, and there's another one over there that I forget getting the name. Charlie something or other. I think I don't remember, but it's right next door. There's two right together. This is just as if they're trying to figure out what's going on. At least she was, but I don't know where she's now. Um, and then right here we got Southern Spirits on the north side, and we have what's the what did I guys? What did I tell you guys? Ashley something. Ashley Hall Salon up here on the north side. The pawn shop, M&M Pawn Shop, and the distillery. So it's a good chunk of this main strip downtown. So what is that? One back there is the Southern Spirits. Two, Ashley Hall. Three, uh, M&M Pawn Shop. Four, distillery. So four on this side. Beauty of the Beast is on this side, but it's just a few blocks that way. And then you have on the other side you got the tobacco, Willa and Ashe, and then that one that I'm not remembering. It's right next to Willa and Ashe. Uh, that's total 7, right? One, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's Ray's funeral home is 9, and then the wine place is 10. That we haven't figured out where that is. So, but M&M Pawn Shop here. There you go. Noise pollution. Yep. So seems like they're gonna try that anytime I come by their place. pretty crazy. So no, we were not forcibly rented by Airbnb. We 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 left because it was time to leave. We wanted to leave, and what's that? They're doing it because I'm walking. Anytime I walk in front of their store, they're cranking it on because they know it hurts my ears.
Maybe.
No, they
For real?
yeah, for real. They banned me from their store. I've never been in their store. It's the pawn shop.
Yeah.
But them and nine other businesses have banned me from their stores. They're colluding with the police and somebody else to try to run me out of town.
Well, I hate to hear it. I think I live upstairs in the building right here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shut the door.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What the hell wrong? They called the cops on me 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And came down and asked me.
That's the pawn shop. No, I know they have noise ordinance stuff here, but they don't care. They're in collusion with the police. So.
No, I believe that. I was on bail for a domestic thing
Yeah.
years ago, and man, I had to walk a mile from work, and they hounded me.
Yeah.
I was hiding behind cars because they just wouldn't stop.
Yeah. Well, we run a YouTube channel and we try to stand up for people's rights and for freedom and expose the local corruption, and this is what you get when you do that. Between that and being blind, and people, some of the business owners telling me that they're afraid that if their stores aren't in compliance with the ADA, that I could get hurt, and they're afraid to let me in because of that. But them banning me because of my disability is straight up discrimination. So
That's really.
yeah.
Hell, half the people in town are drunk too. They could get hurt just as easy.
Yeah, no, exactly. But because there are signs, they're low hanging. Some of the trees across the street were low, and we talked with the public works people, and they trimmed them up, so because they were an obstacle. So we're trying to make it safe for everybody to be able to walk around and enjoy the town. And this is the kind of retaliation that we get. It's nonsense over here.
The guy that owned it before them was kind of an ass too. So
Yeah.
Johnny Vaughn. I mean, yeah, I lived next door to it because my parents worked there years ago, and
Yeah.
the landlord was in there. But I'm really not surprised. I saw the curly headed. Well, I guess it wouldn't matter to you, but I think his name is Abe, the owner of the shop.
Yeah.
The lady out here out front when we got here about an hour ago.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, and I'd like to help.
Yeah, just you can check out the channel, and then if you want to share that information with people, then cool, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Take it easy. Ah 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 ah. Hi.
So the owner of these
Yeah.
knows nothing about this.
Okay.
Has no idea.
Yeah.
They called the manager,
Mhm.
signed it.
Yeah.
He wouldn't tell them why. The liberals were working there. They were like, I don't know what this is about. Seriously, like, what's going on? How do we just enforce this if you won't even tell us what this is? Like,
Yeah.
this is nuts. And he wouldn't tell us. He said, tell them that the owner will reach out to them and tell them everything they need to know.
They're telling us.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like,
That's the manager.
that was the manager.
Okay.
The owner knew nothing about it.
Was the owner there?
You know, she called him.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what this is about.
Yeah.
She's like, I need to know what this is about too. I'm like, oh,
Right.
I agree. I'm like, do you even know who that is? She's like, I know. And then another girl came in from, she's in Madison, but she works there.
Yeah.
She's been talking to Daniel. She's like, what is going on?
Mhm.
I'm like, I don't know. She's like, I know who you are. We don't have any issues.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of, this is the Madison here, and they're great, and the owner's great, and he's a reasonable, smart guy. He's actually a brilliant business guy because he adjusted when the shutdowns came down, and he opened up with the grocery stuff. He revamped his stuff and had groceries so people can get their groceries here in town. So brilliant. And this one is Horse Peen. What is this one? Hell on
Horse Creek.
Hell on Horse Creek. It's a brewery, and we've been in there a few times, and the owner's been chill. So these two places have been all right. But you're saying the tobacco place across the street, that's the owner had no idea. It was the manager that signed the.
And manager's the one that signed it, but wouldn't say why.
Yeah.
And then the girls were like, this is shady.
Oh, yeah.
Hi.
Hi, how's it going?
You got a little bit of shade.
I know, we're trying.
Yeah, we did. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're still live. Did you hear what the pawn shop has been doing?
No. What do
They've
you mean with what? I haven't been watching it.
Yeah. Anytime I walk over, they crank on some loud rock and are
Seriously?
blasting it. Yeah, you can go check it out if you want. Yeah.
So like it's not there till you get there?
Yeah.
So like I'm gonna walk ahead of you.
Yeah, they probably know you though. But go ahead.
Well, I just said that and they're watching it. So.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can try, but
Alright.
we already documented it. Like I did it like three or four times, like maybe 2 or 3 times. It wasn't playing until I got in front of the store, and then they crank it on. It's like distorted. It's so loud it's distorted.
What planet am I living on? Like, I feel like I'm in like high school land, where like all high school.
Yeah, since
I'm sorry, high school. But I don't understand. Seriously. What was up to store?
what was the first one?
Charlie.
You can hear it still.
Salem and Charlie.
Right? Can you hear it?
No, can you hear it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you hear baby birdies and their mommy.
Hmm.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Mhm.
That's like nasty music, like
Yeah, like
screaming.
some screaming and some metal. Yeah, but they didn't start. I mean, it's on the video. Like, so we don't have to go establish it again. It's already been established. They did it specifically when I got in front of their store. They weren't playing it when I was across the street at the clock tower. When as soon as I crossed over and stepped in front of the store, they cranked it on. Like, and then I walked over, building over to like Annie Hall. Pointed that one out. Yeah, and then they cut it off. And then I walked back. They cut it on. Yeah. And then I walked away down the Southern Spirits and pointed that one out. And then they cut it off. And when I walked back, they cut it on.
Like that's like discrimination against you, like this building.
Oh yeah.
No.
They know it hurts.
It's not just like, hey.
They know they're causing pain. Yeah.
They know they're causing pain. They know they're disrupting your navigation system.
Yep.
Like, everything. Like you need your ears.
Yeah.
Like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ridiculous.
Yeah. It's bonkers. Crazy town banana pants. All right. You have a good one. Once we get this all done, and then I can see him.
Really sweet. I mean, good Southern lady. Of course. Her daughter has disabilities, and she works with people with disabilities, and she has a heart for people with disabilities.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, so why did you buy a blind guy? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
And she said that she watches the YouTube, and she sees what you do, and she doesn't want that kind of drama at her store. I'm like, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean by that? She's like, I don't want him to come in and trip on something, or have a hazard, or fall, or, you know, bump into something, and whatever. And then my daughter gets really stressed out. And you know, I don't want her to be stressed because I have to protect her. And I'm like, okay, but I don't understand. North Carolina's fun.
Okay. So this is Town Hall on the right. This is the Ray's funeral home on the left. You want to go ask them?
I'm gonna answer this real quick.
Okay.
I missed it.
Huh? All right. So you can finish telling me the Charlie story.
Well, I'm trying to ask the question, but I mean, I was chill, but her daughter was super stressed, and the mom was like, panic attack. I'm like, well, I don't want her to be stressed out. And that was part of her reason that she doesn't want her daughter to be stressed. I'm like, well, I still understand.
Yeah.
I'm like, but I shouldn't have been this is so big. I'm like, I've seen your signs. You're talking about being kind and loving and Christian. There it is. Right. I'm like, I grew up in church. I know what it's supposed to be.
Right.
Why am I here?
I'm here
I'm going across the street.
to enjoy the shade, and you're telling me what's going on with that store.
That was banned. I mean, there's more to it than that, I'm sure.
Okay.
So,
She said it's because to avoid having a disability related incident in her store, she's banning me.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's,
discrimination.
I didn't say those words because
Yeah.
I was trying not to be harsh
Yeah,
or firm
not
even.
accusative, but just trying to discover what was going on.
Right, and I didn't want her daughter to be stressed.
Yeah.
Because she already was stressed when I came to the door about
Yeah.
something else. Or maybe it was because I came to the door.
This is North Carolina, guys. This is Madison, North Carolina. All right, so you're gonna go across the street to Ray's and ask them.
Huzzah! They know I'm coming now, don't they?
Yeah, probably.
Everybody's already calling.
Oh yeah, I mean we walk by, the people watching. So.
All right.
Yeah, there's definitely some conspiracy on some level, whether the people that work here uh, or the police department or both, or just their buddies they're colluding with. But I'm sitting on town hall in the shade. She goes across the street, tries to ask them what's up. Hey, Jeffrey. not, not town drunk comment. That's great. Not that he couldn't see, but that he drank so much he couldn't see. Yeah, so they have a chamber of commerce that's on that same street I was just walking down. We went in there, um, and the I think the lady that that chairs that I think is the owner operator of Southern Spirits, who's on the ban list. So yeah, I wouldn't doubt that they are using the chamber of commerce contact system to collude and influence business owners to ban me. But there's also another. There's like a merchants. There's a merchants guild. There's also Shop Rockingham County group. So there's several groups that are supposed to be for the businesses, but we believe that some of these are in cahoots together with giving bad business advice to ban people that have never been to your store, even ones that have been to your store and have been nothing but pleasant, and gave you business or helped your business avoid lawsuits, like which was the case with Ray, uh, which is the case with the Ray Funeral Home. The the only contact I had with them was helping them clean up the sidewalk because their trees. Hey, how's it going? The trees over here on Decatur were overhanging over this way, were overhanging the sidewalk, and were an obstacle. So making it safe for people to traverse it, and making it so that they aren't liable for a lawsuit. Like, yeah, Leon Valley. I was listening to Justin Napoleon live for a few hours last night before we went out for a walk. Oh, I'm very welcome in most places, and even the places that I've visited that have subsequently banned me, they're welcoming. So yeah, it's a great question. What is the difference? That's what we're trying to figure out. The difference is we suspect that there's some collusion and some conspiracy to deprive rights, and people don't know that that's highly illegal and criminal, so they go along with it. That.
Hang on. She didn't know. She's not the manager. Manager's not there.
Yeah.
When I got there, I found it.
Oh yeah.
And I had to follow the phone.
Ah.
It's so quiet in there.
Yeah.
She was sweet. I mean, Southern.
Mhm.
I didn't go in there and ask. Put it on there.
Oh yeah.
But I actually have been in that store before.
Mhm.
And pleasant, fine.
Yeah.
They even have a hypoallergenic dog. It's
Right.
cool.
Yep.
Let's see it now. Maybe it's not gonna be there until tomorrow.
For the Ray. Hmm?
Stuck in the middle.
All right. So you wanna let's find out the shady spot, and then you can pull up the list and name the businesses and the addresses so that people have that.
Yeah.
And then when we get back, you can post it in the description.
We're gonna like cross the street.
Up this way. Yeah, if we go down like the draw, down in the down, it's probably cooler down there. Oh, I think a lot of them are like, what the hell? Backwards town,
ladies I talked to were like, what is going on? It's like freaking Russia or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the tobacco place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're really sweet. Yeah. And there's no manager there right now. So
Can you read that list for me?
Sorry.
Can you guys hear Mrs. Justice okay? Hey, Boomer.
All right. Got me?
I think so. Go ahead.
All right. We got the M&M Pawn Shop.
M&M Pawn? Yeah,
M&M Pawn Shop.
what's the address?
133 East Murphy Street.
133 East Murphy Street, M&M Pawn Shop.
And then Willa Ashe.
Willa Ashe.
112 East Murphy Street.
It's 112 East Murphy Street. This is all in Madison, North Carolina, people. Okay.
Salem and Charlie Boutique.
Salem and Charlie Boutique.
108 East Murphy.
108 East Murphy.
Annie Hall and Company.
Annie Hall and Company. That's the salon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. 129 East Murphy Street.
129 East Murphy Street.
Nox LLC is 120 Murphy Street.
Nox LLC. It's 120 East Murphy Street, and that's not even open yet, right?
Ray Funeral Home. That's the where we just were.
Yeah, Ray Funeral Home.
119
Hold on. What was the Ray Funeral Home address?
119 North Market Street.
Okay, 119 North Market Street, Ray Funeral Home. Yep.
G Outlet Tobacco and Vape.
Okay.
100 East Murphy Street. Owner doesn't even know anything about this.
Yep.
I mean, what part of the Gia, GIA. Is it G or Guy? Distillery. GIA Distillery Incorporated. 203 East Murphy Street.
Okay.
Southern Spirits Bar and Grill. 119 East Murphy Street. And of course, Beauty and the Beast Salon and Fitness LLC. 208 West Murphy Street.
All right, that's the 10 of them. So we're gonna head to the house, and she'll give you guys that in a written format in the description. So, bye, peace and love. Go press play bear.
Okay.
It's not letting me do it here. See if you can do it.
Stuck in live forever. End stream?
Yeah.